You all right, man?
I thought that was so about that. Oh, that's great. Oh, wow. That is well, but you know, so many people who are raised here got children out of the state. You know, some never got out of it. Yeah, well, for the county. I actually you have family. Everybody. I made a friend out of yeah, that's what I envy. I traveled from Germany. I had no family whatsoever. That's the main thing. My children are not living here. They're grown, you know, have children of their own. One lives in Hawaii and he was in the Navy for 27 years. So and the other one lives in Colombia. So,
Yeah, I know we got to add something. When people had state budget on JC. Yeah.
wasn't the paper, it's the paper. Yeah, I seem to recognize that. Yeah.
Good evening. The Board of Commissioners, I'd like to welcome you tonight to local government. We're so glad to look out to see so many here with us tonight. We really be glad when we see the citizens come out and see what local government is all about. This is your government, it's what your tax dollars pay for, and that you can come out and see the decisions that we make with your tax dollars. So tonight we have a very good meeting. We recognize and honor some people who went out and done a good job in our county and for Hope County. So tonight we welcome you again. At this time, we're going to have the pledge and the invocation as you stand. Our pledge is going to be by one of our students, there, and our invocation by former Commissioner McNeil. Please stand.
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Heavenly Father, we come before you with heartfelt thanksgiving. Lord, we ask that you lead and guide and bless everyone in this building. Lord, we pray for our board of commissioners and all the county staff. Lord, we pray for each citizen. In the name of Jesus, amen.
Amen.
Again, thank you both. Welcome to Hope County. Love government. We tried to move very quickly. A few more people to enjoy yourself tonight in Hope County. We have some items we need to add. What I'd like to add to consent, we got A, B, C. I'd like to add D. D with the JCP budget to the state of North Carolina. Before we put it, any other need to add?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to add, Mr. Gary Brigman, our athletic director for Hope County Schools, for a presentation honoring one of our former employees. And if we could just put it right after the public comment. If that would be fine.
Do I have a motion to add those two items?
I'll second it.
Motion second to add. All that time to sit off and what I vote. I have, thank you. Now, do I have a motion to adopt? So, motion second to adopt. All that time to consider. All in favor, what I opposed? I have it. Thank you so much. At this time, Mr. Attorney, we have a public comment.
First person on the public comment sign up is Ted Rukowski. Rukowski, you have 3 minutes.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good to see you.
And ladies. Again, I'm here, again, I missed as far as last meeting. Still, the situation has not been resolved as far as with the fish law. I've called 3 times animal control. Mr. Lucky came out once, he videotaped her with the dogs loose. Even the mean one dragging its leash ran into the public road, across public road in front of them, even in the other neighbor's property. Okay. He informed me that he ticketed her and stuck it in the door because she wouldn't come to the door. And he took a picture of that, which he said that he was told to do this by the attorney and Ms. Edmonds. But still, even after that, she's continued to do this. Now, he informed me a letter was supposed to be sent to her. I don't know about that. That's what Mr. Lucky stated to me. But it has not stopped.
Mr. Attorney, I'm sure you have a conversation with the animal control.
And with, certified evidence.
You was on that case. They're certainly all on that case, and they will continue to own it, and we will continue to put what team we need to put into that for you.
Are we still looking at changing that leash law and adding something on how these tickets can be brought through the judicial system without people just throwing them away?
Well, there's a committee on that now, and I'm not the committee.
There is a committee working that, and as we get ready to go into the budget process, in May and June, and you probably start July 1, you probably see something different. All right, we continue working that area.
So continue calling Mr. Lucky.
Continue, don't stop. Yeah, continue, and keep us informed too. All right,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Email address, right now, and I'll send you a copy of this. Next speaker is Ms. Darlene Clark.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I am here on a personal matter tonight, not regarding the library. I wanted to ask about a change in my precinct vote that I received a card 2 weeks ago in the mail stating that my precinct had been changed from precinct 1 to precinct 2. For 41 years, I have been voting in the same precinct as a registered voter here in the county. I called the Board of Elections to inquire, and it took them a couple of days to do some research, and they told me that the lines have been changed to Cicero Beatty Road being the end of precinct 1. That's less than a mile from my property. I wanted to know why this had been changed and why I was finding out about it at that time. And I was told that it was an error that had not been corrected in a few years back. Knowing Caroline Shook like I do, I know how careful she is to cross T's and dot I's, and so I was a little confused that this was a necessary change at this point in time. So what I'm asking is if one of you would take it upon yourself to please check into that and find out why that precinct was changed for me, and I'm sure a couple others as well. At this point in time, I don't feel any reason why it was. I haven't seen anything advertised or any comments made as to why that was a necessary thing.
Ms. Clark, what's your address?
2811 Red Springs Road.
And have you met with your Board of Election, which handle all of that, really? The Board of Election handle all of that. Have you met with them?
I talked with Ashley and Juan.
Okay, yeah, because that's who make all of those decisions, is the Board of Election.
I just wondered about the timing. I mean,
Yeah, we could,
you know, to vote somewhere for 41 years and all of a sudden I haven't moved, so why was it changed?
I don't know when that next meeting, but I'll be there.
Well, go ahead and know that. I'll be back.
Yeah,
Anyone know when they meet, when?
I think this made
if you leave us your information, they'll shoot that to you in an email, that you will know when the next board meeting. Definitely fine. Let me know why, let us know too.
And then Ms. Clark, I'll also inquire. I would inquire as well.
Yeah, we will.
Thank you.
We'll ask that question also.
Tim, happy roads.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Commissioners. Last week or week before, I was up on the county website and I saw they were looking for citizen volunteers to be on this ordinance for the noise thing. To date, I have not heard anything, yay or nay. I don't know if it's a courtesy to ignore the people or if it just takes that long. Also, I applied to be on the Communications Advisory Board. I am the amateur radio contact for backup communications for the county, and I would like to be on that board so that I know what's going on and how amateur radio may or may not fit into the picture.
Mr. Chairman, he's on the committee, but they haven't sent out a letter to you yet, but you're on the committee.
Okay.
So I'm gonna leave it up to Mr. Cooley to get you that letter.
How would I find about the Communications Advisory
I
Board?
don't know about that.
I don't, if that's open on that board, do you know?
I do not know.
If
That's
you,
Jimmy Stewart's board, and I will get with Jimmy and ask him about that.
we do that. But thank you for coming in for me.
We approved that committee, I think, 2 weeks ago. So
On the,
everyone who was on the committee, I think it would be pertinent for us to send those.
Send the letter out.
Immediately.
Yeah, she said she's gonna do that. Just ask to make sure she.
William Brownie Brown.
Good evening, County Commissioner.
Good evening.
I'll make it real brief. I'll tell you what I'll do. Just, because I have I tend to carry on, but I'll make it real brief. I, William Brownie Brown, come before you this evening, not behind you. As a man of integrity who uses common sense when making all decisions. And I've learned that common sense isn't common. Our little racetrack in Rockfish has been in existence for 9 years. Our track promotes family togetherness, discipline, youth work ethics, teamwork, and sense of community. We also promote giving back to the community and have done so in many, many ways, to include helping the poor, school, your high school band, county library, cancer research, wounded warriors, VFW, DAV veterans, and anyone who may need help. If, I know you have a committee for the noise ordinance, I'm not gonna beat it to death. But here's what I must say. If the ordinance is changed, where the track would not be allowed to continue to help the community in Hope County, then there may be some recourse for the track owner to take action against the county. Because we've been there for 9 years. I know it's been presented to you all that what we have done to be able to be there. It was all done through the county and approved by the county. Now, if common sense is used in the decision process, then this will not happen. On behalf of the Rockfish Speedway, the Rockfish community, Hope County, and over 600 people who have signed our petition to live in Rockfish, both in writing and online, thank you for the opportunity to speak before you tonight. Now, I would encourage the citizens and the commission to read the online comments on our petition that it says, I support Rockfish Speedway. We had 288 online. We had 114 comments. I wish you could read them. I thank you all very much.
Thank you for coming.
Mr. Harold Block.
Hello, Mr. Harold.
See all that. Thank you all in this public safety.
You've been talking on, you don't talk to us. That's right.
Tonight, I'm here on behalf of that Rockfish Speedway. And I did a little research after I read the paper the first time it come out. And one of the things that I found, and I just want to share a minute or two with you, is that back in 1911, when Hope County was formed, and Rayford was named the township, town. If you look at those sales, it's carved out of Coleman and Hope. Rockfish was named the town. To my knowledge, Rockfish has never been unnamed the town, so therefore I consider us to still be a town. And probably are going to pursue some avenues that we haven't in the past. If we do, Rockfish becomes a town in the city, you might provide some support. But Rod Road and myself and others who supported this racetrack, sponsors of it. When I read that thing, I decided I needed to go to the racetrack because I don't go to races every time. So I went. I want to take a minute to share what I seen when I went. First thing I seen was a family-oriented group of people. Families, children. I watched young people race cars. Different models of cars. The language is not my language, so I can't address all of it. What impressed me was the first one, a little young man, about 12, 14 years old. He stood out and took that microphone and he addressed the crowd. And thanked them all and thanked everybody that supported him, his family, and everything else. It was sort of like being in Daytona, Charlotte, or something like that. And as they went on in the scholarships, they're not telling you about this, but that raceway is giving every young people these scholarships and categories. It's good for the community. The gentleman who had, he addressed y'all and said that he had dust was so bad he couldn't function in his yard. I'm not about to stand here and tell you that there was not dust in his yard. I am going to stand here and tell you that at that race, I went out there at 5 o'clock and I left around 8:30. It was over around 9. I was all around that track. I even went out on the top where the announcer was stood over the track. The way they wet that water, put that water on that track, there is no dust. My shoes didn't have dust. I'm not saying he didn't get some dust. It did not come from vehicles on that track. As far as the noise is concerned, in summary, because I'm not going to take much more of your time, I just want you to know we stand behind it. Business people is always.
Thank you.
Those 3 words in the world, known all over the world, is what? Gentlemen, start your
Good evening.
I'm sure you all know who I am.
Yes, sir.
I'm a disabled veteran, 100% disabled. I live in Hope County. This is 2002. I built my home here. 2010, I had gunfire around my home. I've been almost shot in my head in my backyard. I played with my dog. My neighbor and I can't go outside on our back porch and barbecue called the gunfire every weekend, Saturday and Sunday. No respect for our neighborhood. I visit each ordinance, North Carolina ordinance, gun ordinance, and noise ordinance. The noise ordinance is not being enforced at all because the noise ordinance states very clearly if there's any noise such as gunfire, dog barking, which are very annoying, are terrorizing, and very bad on people's health, particularly mine because I'm PTSD from the military. We have gotten some progress since I've started this situation down here. But it's a shame when you can't go outside and sit on your back porch and barbecue with your family and your grandkids. And that's the way it is where I live off of Dark Brown Road. 268 Pine Haven Drive, Dark Brown Road. Now, you got a new thing coming out for the veterans, hopefully $45,000, $100,000, like myself, disabled 100%. You get your property tax exemption. That's fine and good, but it ain't no good if you can't sit home and enjoy your home. I'm looking at $200,000 or $300,000 home here to move from where I'm at to try to get some peace and quiet. To go look at the house with real estate and guns fire over there, off the golf course over there. I'm tired of it. I've been all the way to the governor, been down through the commissioners. Now I'm here. I done read the ordinance. I know exactly what the ordinance say. They said go back to your commissioners, not the sheriff, the commissioners. And I want each one of you tonight, if you would please read the North Carolina noise ordinance, and then read the whole county noise ordinance to see if they can compare any kind of way whatsoever. I have a business degree. I can read a little bit. It doesn't come close. Now, women in my neighborhood, we've been down here and talked to you before, one-on-one about it. Grandchildren can't play in the backyard. I can't go in my backyard. I almost got shot in my head. I'm asking you to take a serious look at it because I'm going to move out of Hope County. I'm here for the benefit of those that may want to pick up on the $45,000, $100,000 exemption and try to move to one of these nice, beautiful homes out here and enjoy it. But I won't be in Hope County. But I'm standing here on behalf of other veterans like myself that served. I was born in I was raised in North Carolina. I got 12 acres of land. I don't go down there and shoot on it. I got respect for people. I'm a Christian.
2 minutes is understandable.
So I'm asking you to take a review of it. Let me know what your conclusion is while you're reviewing the noise ordinance for the racetrack. Do that for the gunshots as well and the noise ordinance as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you. J-Rod, thank you so much, each of you, for coming today. Your input. We certainly take that very seriously. You come and tell us what's going around in our county and the concern that you have. Certainly, we will take them and look at the area issue and see what we can do to help all of our citizens in our counties. Again, thank you for coming with your input. We look forward to them and help us out with what's going around the county. Thank you, Ray. At this time, we have Mr. Larry Chase, number 3. Fellow commissioners and county attorney, county manager, and Madam Clerk. They can't sing. Thank you for letting me come tonight. County citizens, can you hear what I'm saying? I'm here with some concerns. First of all, I'm here tonight to support the racetrack out at Rockbridge. Born and raised there. Used to be a little rural area. There was nothing there, nothing. Stayed 2.8 of a mile from the racetrack. I can sit on my front porch and hear those cars. A lot of times I go down there and support good Christian atmosphere, no cussing, no alcohol, good hot dogs and popcorn and drinks. And I encourage you commissioners to come down there. I'll buy you a hamburger and a hot dog if you go. But laying all jokes aside, gentlemen and ladies, this is an asset to our community. It's an asset to Hope County. Brings in revenue. Look at the tax base. Look at the tax base that it brings in. We need to make money in Hope County. You've got things that you want to do. You want to progress. This is one way of progressing. As far as the noise goes, I can hear it from my house. But when you go and sit on the track in the stands, of course you're going to hear the noise. You're going to smell diesel fuel. You're going to smell gasoline. You go out to the stoplight on Main Street here in Rayford, you're going to smell gasoline. Simple. Cut and dry. You're going to smell it. You're not going to smell it a mile away. You're not going to hear the same thing a mile away that you would hear if you're standing right on the tracks or sitting in the seat, eating a hot dog and drinking a Coca-Cola and having popcorn. Don't it look like I've had some? I'm serious, ladies and gentlemen. This is an asset to our community, asset to the county. Just last week, we had a young lady, 9 years old, that won her first race. Some people say big deal. It is a big deal to her. Look at the positive things that's going on. Don't look at the negative. We need to have more positive. Amen? So I hope and pray as each 5 of you commissioners, Brother Tony Hunt, you included, you're one of the 5. I hope that you all will do the right thing, because this is an asset to Rockfish. It's not about Rockfish. It's an asset to Hope County. I said I was born and raised there and proud of it. One other thing, couple other things. Sewer. How are we progressing with sewer? I've had 2 people in Fayetteville that run prominent restaurants that wants to put a Wendy's and a Chick-fil-A in Rockfish. Know both of the gentlemen personally. The first thing they say, what about the sewer? Don't have it. We need revenue. We need revenue. Commissioner Sutherland, Commissioner Hunt, Commissioner Leach, Commissioner Wright, Commissioner Thomas, don't we need revenue?
You well where this board is the very first.
Don't we need revenue?
And so to Hope County, that's a blessing.
That's right. Don't we need revenue?
So we own the money with some that.
We need revenue for the schools. We need revenue for the law enforcement, public safety. Why come we can't contact our Congressman, Richard Hudson? Why come we can't contact Representative Garland Pierce? Representative Ken Goodman? Make a contact.
You said we need the sewer?
The sewer, we need it.
We have.
Well, it needs to go farther on in. What we're looking for. Well, it's not going no, it's not in Rockfish where it needs to be. But we're hoping and praying that the good Lord's going to open up a door.
Chick-fil-A and Rockfish? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir. They've inquired about it. They've talked to me. I know them personally. Good friends of mine. And it'd be asset, revenue, tax base. But it's something to think about. Now, you know me, I'm going to speak. I'm going to speak, and I took this microphone where you could hear me, and I want the citizens of Hope County to understand where I'm coming from. I am concerned. I'm concerned. Yes, sir.
One good thing about you being on the agenda is that we can address you.
Yes, sir.
During public comment, we try not to address people.
I can understand.
Public comment, but you're on the agenda. And I just want to challenge your statement that's saying that the lack of sewer is stopping Wendy's and Chick-fil-A from coming here. That's not true.
Well, it's not running where it's not running on the corner of Gillis and Lindsay Road where it needs to be going.
And I want to also say that whoever wants to open that, they can meet with us.
That's right.
And to get a Chick-fil-A in Hope County, we are not.
I have supplied those. I have supplied both of those individuals all 5 of his telephone and email.
We don't mind you coming and making comments, but we need you to make comments that we can use to do the county good.
That's good.
By planting wrong seed.
That's right.
It's tough and rough.
We need to plant a seed.
Those two items that you just named, you know, and I know, we'll make sure it's available.
We
If those-
spent
if- if-
$17
if
million.
those customers concerned. So we come to us.
Well, that's great.
It'd be good to bring us facts so our citizens won't get the wrong idea.
That's right. Well, I'm hoping and praying things are gonna work.
Please bring us facts that we can work
I will.
with. We can't work with something that's not true.
Thank you for your time and God bless you as you take care of Hope County's business.
Mr. Chairman, as the chairman
Yes,
of the utility committee, could I just
Yeah, address it.
let Mr. Chase know something?
Yeah.
We have already, and Mr. Harold Brock knows about this, we have already, through our utility committee that meets every first Tuesday morning, we have already paid an engineer to put together a preliminary plan that runs sewer to Rockfish.
Amen.
Here's our issue. Our issue is that we cannot afford just the county to put in that sewer and run it all the way to Rockfish without those businesses coming to us and telling us that they are going to, and they're gonna sign a letter of intent saying that, yes, you give us the sewer, we're coming. We already have on the shelf and ready to go a plan that's already been designed, tells us about how much money it's gonna cost to take it there, a ballpark figure. We've been waiting on the Wendy's and the Chick-fil-A.
Well, they'll be in contact.
And you just tell them to call me or come to our meeting
I will.
on Tuesday morning, and we'll be glad
I
to
will
sit
make
down
that
and talk.
contact tomorrow.
Okay?
And please, bring us some facts that we work with.
I will. One other thing on good news, September the 19th to the 24th, we're having a Hope County Fair in Rockfish. So we encourage everybody to come and support the fair at Rockfish. Thank you for your time. God bless you.
I have one more thing. It just says you're on the agenda now. I definitely support that, but your comments about the track were very motivating and inspirational. You know, I'm gonna go and check out the race.
I hope you do.
But I want to make it clear that those people who are complaining about the noise, their voices matter as well.
That's right. We all have to respect one another.
So when someone is coming to us and saying they can't speak at night,
That's right.
you know, it's not our job to address that. We hope that maybe you all can address it behind the scenes and it not come to us. You know, you're in politics now. You know, if you can work it out with the gentleman, their names are public record now. You know their addresses.
I know we have to respect one another. Everybody's got opinions, and that's great. That's about American life. Everybody's entitled to that.
So if you can go to them and you all work out things amongst yourselves, you know, maybe you won't even need us.
Well, we hope, pray we can do that.
And my biggest, so bring us facts. So we.
I will.
Thank you.
I will have them to come. I will have those gentlemen to contact y'all. Thank you for your time.
Yes. Thank you so much. All right, let's move on.
Yes, Mr.
Rick, been high.
He's here.
Let's get Rick. Come up this time. Good evening.
Hey, good evening. So on behalf of the Hall of Fame Committee, Chairman Leach, we'd like to present a plaque in honor of Artist Gay, which is the Parks and Rec director for many, many years in Hope County. He was selected as the Legacy Award of Church High School from 1963, class of 1963. We'd like for the plaque to be hung in the Parks and Rec department right next to Elgin Blues. And we're very proud of artists' accomplishments as well as Mr. Blues and their commitment to Hope County.
Thank you. Present that to the manager. We'll keep that. Thank you so much. We see that took place in the cabin at Park and Rec.
Mr. Chairman, I just want to address Mr. Brickman. We want to thank you all for going out and recognizing people that do good in the community. That's so important with the negative things that's going on across our country to recognize when somebody's doing good. So we appreciate what you're doing. We support you for that. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, Mr. Chairman, we have two public hearings at this time.
We have two public hearings on conditional use permits. The first one is conditional use permit CU 17-2. It was submitted by Gabriel Baldwin for an automobile towing service at 5590 Turnpike Road. Anyone here to speak on that?
Ms. Baldwin is here.
She's here.
We got a big crowd tonight. I lost track of her.
She may be in the hall because there's a lot of people standing in the hall.
We're gonna need to swear both of you and Robert. Anyone else speaking? Ms. Baldwin?
No, sir.
Okay. Do each of you affirm that the testimony you shall give in this hearing shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? And this is your solemn affirmations. Thank you.
All right, commissioners, you might be familiar with this property that we're talking about. It's the location where Kangaroo Dave used to be on Turnpike Road. If you recall, that was granted conditional use permit probably 7, 8 years ago, that outdoor recreation facility. Kangaroo Dave's has since closed its doors, and Ms. Baldwin is here to request that they use, and you see here in the aerial photography, the existing facility, the fenced-in compound that stands, and there's a couple of outbuildings out there, and she's proposing to use that area as a for towing service business she's looking to start. And the planning board recommended approval at their meeting last month, and staff recommends approval as well.
Okay, make your case.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Gabrielle Baldwin. Basically, the name of the company will be AWOL Auto Sales and Recovery. My overview and purpose is projected to be a community-friendly business providing help to Hope County regarding majority transportation issues. I plan to be operable 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. AWOL, upon approval, we will start with 1 towing record and 2 work trucks. And basically, we just want to make sure, you know, we clean up our roads and, you know, want to make it where less hazardous equipment is on the road and on the roadside, you know, causing more, I guess, room for accidents and stuff like that. Some of the services I plan on providing are police calls. I plan on applying to be on the police rotation for people who are operating illegally operated vehicles. Accident recovery, you know, that's self-explanatory. Account calls, also helping other local auto shops and body shops in the area that need to move or, you know, get rid of and dispose of vehicles. Private property calls, you know, other business owners, apartment complexes, highway recovery, you know, and that's just removing cars that have been ticketed by police for removal. Also short and long distance towing, and we have an abundance of space, so I do plan on being a storage yard, but we do not plan on, you know, storing vehicles for an extended period of time. So with that being said, vehicles that aren't picked up within 60 days are subjected to be resold for the storage debt. And with me doing some research, contacting some, forgot exactly who it was around, but it has to do with the like statute. I'm sorry, maybe I don't know.
The mechanics lane?
Yes, sir. But basically talking to them, they stated that after we sell. Okay, to sell vehicles, we must obtain a auto dealer's license. So I just completed that course last night. And basically that's just stating that I will be reselling cars on the property only if, you know, they don't pick it up or they want to turn it over or whatever the case is. Also, I will be bringing jobs to the community, and that's one thing that Rayford does need heavily. I will be hiring for receptionists, record drivers, 24-hour contact personnel, car sales representatives, and roadside assistance workers. We do also plan to establish some form of roadside assistance for Rayford, because I know the bigger companies, they have them, but it's harder for just regular everyday people, you know, to apply and use those roadside assistance services. And those consist of battery jumps, gas delivery, up to twice a month, and there's one more. Oh, and spare tire assistance, and that's just changing the, you know, putting on the stick.
Thank you. So Ms. Bowman, you can be the owner.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job. Thank you.
And if you guys would approve me, I would appreciate it greatly, because I worked so hard and put so much effort into research, and you know, it got me speaking in front of all these people. I didn't really expect it.
Robert has on the conditional use of all the requirements that she already knows about, that she will need to know, and she starts her building process and all of that fencing or whatever she'll have to do. She's informed of all that.
Right. And you can work closely with her to make sure she's in.
Absolutely, and the benefit of this site, and bit of credit to Ms. Baldwin, is that there are existing facilities out there already in terms of you know, fencing and some structures out there.
Yeah,
So there's going to be some things that
Yes, so I'll be ready for the fire marshal as soon as possible. I'll send off fire extinguishers.
And what's the date of the thing?
we recommend approval.
I have my just waiting against it.
Anybody else wishing to speak? This is a public hearing.
Chairman, I make a motion that the public hearing come to a close.
Second. Motion second, close the public hearing. All that time to sit on with. All in favor with aye. Aye. Opposed, have it. We should vote.
Make the motion to approve.
The motion approved. This young business start off tomorrow. Motion and second. The motion is second. We voted yes. We voted yes. All in favor with aye. Aye. Opposed, aye. You, thank you. Welcome home, guys.
Don't be mad if I told you to be here. I'm parking, I'm, you know. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
The second public hearing is for conditional use permit CU 17-3, submitted by Michael Henning for this bingo parlor located in 2118 US 401 business. Anyone wishing to speak? Mr. Henning? Both of you will. I need to affirm both of you. Each of you affirm that the testimony you shall give in this hearing shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And this is your solemn affirmation. Thank you.
All right. I'm gonna do a little quick rundown here, Mr. Henning, and I'll leave it to you. As the county attorney said, this is just right up the road on 401 Business at the existing strip mall development there, right before you turn off onto Rockfish. Really considering that there's no new structures being built, no new parking needed, given that it's an existing storefront. This is conditional use for the request of the use of that storefront for this activity, because in our zoning ordinance, the highway commercial zoning district requires conditional use permits for this activity. But the planning board again recommended approval at their last meeting, and given that there's really no additional steps that need to be taken for the structure outside of any building or fire code related issues, I think he's already been speaking with those officials about. Staff recommends approval as well.
Make your case.
If you felt that young lady was nervous. All right. Good evening, commissioners, ladies, gentlemen, community of Rayford. Thank you for a moment of your time. I'm Michael Henning, a retired staff sergeant who has lived in Rayford since 2009. I retired since 2015 from Fort Bragg. Board members, I'm here this evening requesting a conditional use permit. With this permit, we hope to expand services of a nonprofit organization here in Hope County through bingo sessions. It's not easy. I'm a pretty laid back guy, so. We would like to open our doors not only for the communities in the area, but also a well-deserving nonprofit organization. As a retired military veteran, I'm able to volunteer my time at the Queens of Kings at Halton, located in Montgomery County. So bingo. We are sponsored through the Male Athletes Mentors Fayetteville, where for over the last 2 years, we have taught and mentored young males with tutoring, skill development camps, and also up-downs for college. Our resources come from the bingo operations in the community. I have provided the resources for Polk County and team members who will work to provide proceeds that are also invested in our community. To date, there are 30+ halls being served in Cumberland County, with 30+ organizations being helped from these proceeds. To date, in our county, 0. We would like to be the first to be here in Polk County, the present day for bingo hall. Our hours of operation will be regulated through Raleigh 2 days a week. We hope to open up on Wednesday evening, Saturday daytime, for an approximate 7-hour playing time. My hopes is if we get the chance to open the doors, we'd like to support the community in other ways. I've put cameras inside the building in hopes of putting cameras on the outside of the building in both directions from the building so that we deter crime in the area. We're hoping to open up the building for opportunities for small companies in the Polk County to provide their services. In Cumberland County at the Queens of Kings, we have anywhere from upwards to 150 to 200 cans sold, drank a night. We collect those, and a nonprofit organization or a small company comes by and picks those up. So that helps them, that helps get that aluminum back out of the system and recycle it. We'd like to do that. Small companies have approached me in the time period that I've been in the building since the end of January to present. We haven't opened our doors at all. There's a lot of permits, a lot of regulations, a lot of things that need to be done. We're trying to do the correct thing from beginning to end. In closing, I've come up with what I believe is the meaning to the acronym or the word bingo. I'd like to hand these out to you. Thank you. Thank you.
You did your homework.
Yes, sir. Well, actually, about a week and a half ago, I was sitting at home thinking about the upcoming board meeting with you gentlemen and ladies. And prior military, retired military, sorry about that. I came up with the word bingo and what it actually means. Bringing different types of individuals from unique cultures throughout various communities near as a whole to create a group which will build strong community families who through determination and proceeds will come together to support not only each other, but also an organization who then can continue to help others in need.
Sounds good.
Thank you. Final note. This one's going to be the hardest. All right, I'm sorry. Gentlemen, commissioners, ladies, community of Rayford. My country gave me the opportunity to serve through the U.S. Army. I'm asking you to grant me the opportunity to serve the county through Triple SS Bingo. And the Triple SS Bingo, the name of the bingo is dedicated to my children. My oldest being President Chen, and I have 2 smaller children who live in Europe with my wife, who takes care of her mother. I take care of my 74-year-old mother here at home. And I lost the child at 7 months. And all 4 of the names are on the building. The building's dedicated to them. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is a public hearing. Anyone else wishing to speak? And Mr. Henning alluded to it. But a lot of folks might not know this, but statutorily, the profits in a bingo have to go to nonprofit.
Yes, sir.
Plow back in community.
Well, first of all, Mr. Chairman, I want to say to Sergeant Henning, thank you for your service.
You're welcome.
First of all, thank you for your service. And thank you for wanting to come to Hope County. We appreciate that. I'm glad to see Shannon out there, so we're gonna be seeing a lot of him on in Hope County as well.
Yes, sir. He'll be volunteering at the bingo when we open the doors.
Good. Mr. Chairman, I support it wholeheartedly.
The motion close public hearing.
I make a motion.
Motion second, close public hearing. All that time, sit off it with aye. Aye. Opposed, I have public hearing closed. Up to the board. What we need to do?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion approved.
Second.
Motion second, we approve it. All that time, sit off it with aye.
Aye.
Opposed, I have you approved.
One final note, board members, anytime you come by to our place of business, I extend a free night.
Do you have hot dogs? Because earlier we were talking about.
I'd like to answer that question, sir. It's a good question. We're unauthorized to sell cooked food in the bingo as of yet.
Okay.
But twice a month we do feed the bingo community.
Okay. All right.
We purchase, cook everything ourselves. We bring it in with heaters.
That's right.
And we take the time to, and anybody in the community is open to come into our building to have a meal. They are not required to play bingo. Anybody in Rayford, anybody in various communities can do that. We do sell chips and sodas. And those proceeds go back so that we can refurbish the next month.
That's right.
Of supplies.
Thank you.
Thank
Wetmore
you.
County.
Thank you.
Consent A, B, C, D. Any board member have an issue with those? I have a motion approved. Motion approved. A second.
Second.
Motion second for A, B, C, D. All right, time to sit off it with aye.
Aye.
Opposed, I have it. Ms. Hope County, another, Ms. Sheila. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing very well. You're right. You can just call me library lady. That's what a lot of my kids do. I used to tell them stories when they were little, and now they're grown and they see me in the grocery store and go, "It's the library lady."
That's right. It's not every lady. How you doing?
Good evening. Good to see you tonight, chairman, commissioners, ladies. I'll say ladies like everybody else does for wonderful county manager and clerk to the board. I am before you tonight on behalf of the board of trustees for the Hope County Public Library. We have two board members whose terms end on June 30th. They are Jerwin Johnson and Emily Green Price. And they have both agreed to serve again. And the board of trustees has recommended that they be approved for additional 3-year terms.
Okay. Hey, that's your board.
That's right. We will ask fellow commissioners to approve that. We'd like to have them back.
That's your motion?
Yes, that's a motion.
Second. Motion second, we report these two. They're willing to serve, and that's what we look for, folks willing to serve. All had time to sit on it with aye. I hope I have it back. Thank you. Tell me, appreciate serving here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you hear that?
I did. Thank you.
Thank you. NCDOT in the building tonight. From the State Department by DOT money. If you want to leave tonight, you might get another good money. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. Yep. Thank you all for having me. I appreciate it. I'm Phil Gary with the North Carolina Department of Transportation, the planning branch, and I'm here to help with y'all's transportation system and specifically get some highway widening needs documented officially. US 401, US 15501, and NC 211. Sorry, not producing that. So why am I here? I'm going to go over what a CTP is, or a comprehensive transportation plan, and kindly request the adoption of the CTP for the rural part of Hope County. So that doesn't include Rayford. That'll go through the Metropolitan Planning Organization, but this area will be the rural part going through the RPO. And then go over what's next. So a CTP is basically a needs list. A lot of people like to call it a wish list. So we like to document what the county needs in transportation wise, what's wrong with transportation now, and we try to predict what'll be wrong with it in 30 years. So for this study, we went base year 2015, looked all the way to the year 2045.
Thanks, Juan.
Yeah, that right arrow. Yeah. So there's no money attached to this plan, but it is the first step to making the concept a reality. These aren't set in stone, so as traffic changes, we come back, we try to aim for every 5 years to update it, make sure nothing's changed, make sure the plan's still valid. Thank you, Robert. Another big picture visual, the CTP is that big green circle. So there's no money attached there, but the goal is to get money attached and get it in that small blue circle, the STIP, the State Transportation Improvement Program. And this is another visual to sort of illustrate. So while we're doing our needs list, the whole state, we're trying to cover the whole state's needs list. So that bucket is the needs for the cars, the buses, the pedestrian sidewalks, bikes, and then for the budget, we have a smaller bucket. So to figure out what we can afford, we use local rankings. We look at congestion and benefit costs, the two big things. So traffic, we try to fix that. And then we also factor in safety, connectivity, multimodal uses, and private military. Another big picture view, the CTV study is the first step in a long process to getting the road built.
And Bill, just to interject real quick.
Yes,
DOT does these CTP plans for every county in the state, and Hope County for the longest time has not had one. And we are finally getting one, it sounds like. So, and that actually helps us in the future when we ask DOT for roadway projects in the county. But thanks, Ralph.
And after the first step, once we get the money attached is when the ball really starts rolling. We make sure it doesn't mess with the environment. We program it. We ask the public for their involvement. And then we design it. We buy the land. And then finally construct it. So it's a long process, but we're going to get it started. Another visual, we're at the bottom, so we're hoping to adopt. And in the past, this is how we started. We had a vision. We used Hope County's land use plan because you guys already did the work there. We took that vision, we used the data, which is mostly traffic counts. So what we do is sort of look at the past historic traffic counts on roads, and we draw a straight line to 2045. And we want to make sure the road can handle the number of cars on the road. After we do that, we analyze the deficiencies, figure out how to fix it. How to fix it, we usually make the road bigger. So the most common solution is to widen the road. And then we have a recommended plan. Public involvement was last month, and we're hoping to adopt this month and next month. The main part of the plan in front of you guys, you got 11 by 17, the bigger paper. The main thing is the highway map, because since Rayford is not included in this particular plan, there were no municipalities. But highway, we want to widen NC 211, US 401, and US 15.
And we want you to also.
What's that?
That's two good plans. We want you to do that.
Yeah. So the first one, NC 211, is guaranteed, committed. That's definitely going to be built. So that's $150 million project, inject Hope County economy. That'll be hoped to be construction started in 2022.
Could you say the numbers again for the citizen?
Guaranteed to be built. 2022 is what we're aiming to start construction. Right away, we'll start 2020 buying the land. So that's committed. That's a committed
That's
project.
211 Avenue. You all know we need that very bad.
Right, but the project amount was 150 million?
About 150 million estimated. And then US 15501 is a tentative project. It's on the plan to be funded. Built in 2027. That's a $200 million project going from Aberdeen down to Thornbury, I believe. But because that's in the second half of the STIP, it's not guaranteed quite yet. And then finally, we have US 401. So we just came out with the draft STIP in January. This used to be on the STIP, the whole STIP, but they took it off for US 15501. So we sort of switched priorities there. That project is $160 million, but it was moved from the current draft STIP.
What causes you to switch? Is it the pattern of traffic?
Well, every 2 years, they update the formula, so they sort of adjust it, like from earlier with congestion, benefit, cost, safety. So sometimes like as they shift the formula, it shifts the needs, and then stuff like that happens. This is a visual of the 10-year funding schedule, the STIP. So that green, just to help you visualize it a little better, NC 211 is guaranteed. The first 5 years of the 10-year plan are guaranteed projects. And the second 5 years are subject to change. So the draft STIP that came out in January has NC 211 guaranteed and US 15501 subject to change. And then if you go one more, the old STIP used to have US 401, but then it switched to US 15501. Our goal is to get all three in the green side, but the first step is to get it on a CTP, officially documented. And then the rest are minor plans. The adoption plan, adoption map just lists the adoption dates. The bike map has the existing bike lanes and then a proposed bike lane along NC 211. So when NC 211 is widened, we're gonna widen the shoulders for a 4-foot bike lane. And then
the entire length.
yeah, just for this plan, yeah, Hope County plan. And then the rail just shows the existing line there, and then pedestrians, since they're no municipalities. So those are minor maps. That's why I put them all on one slide. And, so what's next? We're hoping to adopt here and endorsed by the Lumber River Rural Planning Organization, and then adopt by the North Carolina Department of Transportation. And if you guys need any contact information for other issues that some people have questions on, there's a plethora of people there.
And we just certainly want to thank this board for working with DOT for the past years to make sure that it was able to get 211 adopted. So it's up putting funds to that project. It's good to see reality set in on that project. It's been a long time coming. It certainly can be so much safer for our school buses and folks who go up 211 every day as they travel that highway. It's very dangerous right now for all of us. So this board is certainly glad it was able to keep pushing and keep working to bring that type of funds from North Carolina State back to Hope County. So this is great for us as we will continue to push those other projects, see how we can get them worked into some funds. We don't stop to get what we want.
That's right.
So this is a good start tonight. You know that we don't stop. We pat us on the head. We don't go away. We come back the next day. We take a lick and keep coming. But certainly this is a great improvement to us tonight as we do. We'll start maybe in next 2 years start purchase easement and begin to tie money into this county that we can take to Illinois to more county.
That's right.
So we do need a motion to adopt this plan.
I'll make the motion, Mr. Chair.
Second. Motion second to adopt the DOT plan to, I have to always include the widening of 211. I want to say that so it'll be in the minute. Thanks so much. You heard the motion, heard the second, no other time to consider. All in favor with aye? Aye. Opposed? I have it. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a question, sir?
Mr. Chair, I have your contact numbers here. I want to run a scenario by you. I'd like you to let me know who I need to call, so I don't have to call all these numbers. All right. There's one citizen in particular that has the same complaint that comes to me every time I go to Walmart. Okay. So, and she always wants me to find out who I talk to. So now I'm gonna tell her I talk to you. We're 401. I'm not sure how familiar you are with our road. We're 401 and 401 business meets. There's a yield sign right there, right? Okay. 401 is always a one-lane road going towards Fayetteville to that point. Where when business runs into it, it's almost a free-flowing lane. You know, when you're going towards Fayetteville for 401 business, you just go. Because the other traffic from 401 is going straight on the left-hand lane. If that makes any sense. Okay. What we're seeing is new people who are new to the area, they stop at that yield sign. They stop and look back. And it's causing a lot of rear-end accidents right there in that area. So her complaint is legitimate. She wants to know what do we need to do to get that yield sign changed from yield to free-flowing. So that everyone knows that you come to 401 business, that you can just continue moving, and that no other car can be in that lane. I understand. Is there a district engineer on there? Is there in the parentheses, is there a district engineer?
Yes. Travis Morgan, I think we should go on.
Travis Morgan. Yeah. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Thank you so much. Think about it. Okay. Number 8.
Lorenzo Senior. Okay, number 8, yeah, okay. Do I hear a motion to approve the 8? To approve? Yeah. Okay, number 8.
For the annual banquet. They're only able to mention
Okay, here's the motion, second motion, second, all right, time to consider, all in favor with aye? Opposed, say hey. 4 yes and 1 no, Ms. Thomas showing no. Okay, I guess we move on, we ask tonight that the superintendent, the band director, and all of his staff, the Board of Education, come in at this time. Let's get them in. Board of Education, y'all, they're here tonight.
Yeah, they're here.
Board members, they're with us. Mr. Chairman and members, thank you so much for this opportunity and recognizing the band. We're just still excited how they represented Polk County High School and the band program that they worked hard. You know, they start practice early summer in the heat, probably in better shape than a lot of our athletes, or just same amount, but we appreciate that so much. What the public may not know is how you as a Board of Commissioners support the band program. A lot of high schools and counties rely totally on band boosters for transportation, uniforms, and instruments. You allow us to use local dollars out of our local budget to support band uniforms, band instruments, and travel. We appreciate that. So this celebration is indeed a celebration for Hope County and all of us coming together to showcase our kids. And let me tell you, they showed off.
Yeah.
They showed off.
Please give me all the band members. Come on inside in the front. Come on inside. Come in the middle of the room. Come on inside. They come across front. Come across front here. Come across front. Across the front, all the way across the front. Come across the front. Those of you that want to step up, want to step up. Let's give them another hand. For your baby. Tonight, the local government stand with our school system, the superintendent, school board members. We stand with you tonight. All of our kids here tonight, our students who went off and did a wonderful job for Hope County. Very proud of you. Local government field being one of 8 high school bands from across the United States of America. Got them. The second part is so great, you was able to perform for 30 long minutes. And you did a good job for 30 long minutes. You was playing for your life for Hope County and the state of North Carolina. Tonight, the local government thought it's very important that we take this time to recognize Hope County is the best. We have the greatest students in the state of North Carolina. We can compete all across this nation. 8 bands, 8 out of across the North United States. 8 bands was invited from high school from across the United States, not North Carolina, the United States. 50 states. There's 100 counties in the state of North Carolina. But you did United States. So local government and I come to say thank the parents, thank you, thank our band director. Let's give him a great hand. He can only receive an opportunity like this from Oak County. Has he taken a job in another county but not been able to receive this opportunity? By him coming to Oak County, the greatest in the state of North Carolina, he was able to receive this opportunity. So we offer to him the opportunity to go all the way to New York to perform for Oak County. Because of us, he was able to do that and travel. And tonight, the local government is proud to be part of that. So parents, teachers, band director, school board members, thank you for a job that was well done. And this time we have a resolution. We want to honor this high school and its band members. This will follow you the rest of your life as you go out and do grants, do applications for scholarship. You can add this to it. Your name is on the resolution that you was part of something that only happened in Hope and from Oak County.
All right.
And local government honor you for that tonight. That's right. We hope that you take this with you the rest of your life. Certainly this board will always remember this. And your superintendent always comes asking for money. They take the licking, but they keep coming. And the school board support him in that. So we thank them, we thank him that you all they can to support our school system, and they make sure that we give you all the funds that is available. And sometimes they're not even available, but he makes us find them. And we do. So with that, we see that our dollars has paid off to you tonight. And with that, we will have a resolution this time by the Vice Chair, Mr. Harris.
We have another elected official here that I want to recognize. I want him to stand with us. Mr. Leonard Baldwin, will you stand with us? This is a county celebration. It's a county celebration. He's the elected official for soil and water in our county. You know, Proverbs talks about, you know, where there's no vision, the people will perish. And then when you look at leadership, where there's no leadership, the schools and the children and the people and the students will perish. Well, we got to give a hand for Dr. Williamson. And I want the school board to stand up. Mr. Hank Ridley, Mr. Barbara Wood, that's our vision right there. That's your vision. We as county commissioners, a lot of times we would take and we would back it with money, but we got to have the support of the school board. We work as a partnership. We all excited. I'm a product of Hope County High School. You know, I feel like breakdancing today, Mr. Board. Man, you know, let me put this in perspective to you. I went and looked at the National Center of Education. It says that there's 26,000 public high schools in the country. 26,000. Wow. Now, I'm not talking about private schools. If you look at the public schools, they're talking about there's over 98,000 of those. Hope County is one out of 8 schools represented out of 98,000 schools that could possibly come. If y'all not excited, I'm gonna be excited for you. And that is great. That don't happen. That's great. And we got to get an honor to our superintendent, our school board, and to Mr. Pickett. I can no longer call him by first name. He's Mr. Pickett. But I have the honor and I have the pleasure to have this board to read this resolution honoring the Hope County High School Symphonic Band. And based on support of all my commissioners and all the public officials, it reads, whereas Hope County High School Symphonic Band, under the direction of Mr. Pickett, was one of 8 high school bands from across the United States and Canada chosen to perform at the National Band and Orchestra Festival at Carnegie Hall in New York City. Oh, right. One of the most prestigious music venues in the world. Whereas on April 15, 2017, the Hope County High School Symphonic Band performed a 30-minute set for a panel of adjudicators, made up of world-renowned composers and directors at Carnegie Hall. The high school symphonic band received a grading of superior. And listen, so they didn't just go and represent, they excel, Mr. Porter. They excel. Now, therefore, the Hope County Board of Commissioners recognizes the Hope County High School Symphonic Band and their director, Mr. Pickett, for the dedication and hard work. The Hope County High School Symphonic Band did an excellent job representing the county. Forever. All these names right here represent. Mr. Chairman, I'm gonna give the plaque back to you so you can present it to Mr. Pickett. If y'all can just stand up on your feet, everybody in this building. Come on, Mr. Chairman.
Would the school board please come and present this to, the school board superintendent, please come. Ms. Pickett, don't cry. But on behalf of local government and all the citizens of Hope County, we thank you the greatest. Only Hope County could have offer you this opportunity. Thank you for accepting the job and coming to Hope County. Tonight, local government recognizes you for that, and all of your students named me for history. This means you can never leave Hope County until you reach out. But again, we say thank you to you for the work, night and day that you labored for students in Hope County. A job that was well done from local government, Hope County Board of Commissioners. Thank you so much. Yes, sir. Thank you.
I just want to reiterate what Dr. Williamson said. If we would have been in any other county, I'm pretty sure that money would not have, it wouldn't have came up like it did. And so I preach that to the students all the time, and we are in a very special county that has a lot of support. And because we are the only high school, we get to do things like that, and we have that whole entire county support. It's not where, as if we were in Cumberland County, some of them support this school, some support this school, everybody supports Hope County. And so we were blessed enough to be able to take this trip, and it's one that has changed our lives forever. The students they're still talking about it, and we got back over 2 weeks ago. And so we just want to thank the county and thank the Board of Commissioners and everybody that supports us. We're going to continue to keep pressing forward. Thank you.
I just want to share a few words to the students. I have the privilege of following some of you all on Facebook. I saw when you were posting on Facebook Live. You had a county commissioner here in Rayford watching you in New York City, and you showed excellent behavior. For you to travel all that way and to be responsible, doing something I never had the opportunity to do when I was your age. I was so proud to watch you all and to brag everywhere I went about what you all were doing. So I want to let you know I appreciate how you carried yourself while you were up there. I was in the band when I was in high school, first chair. First chair. If you were in the band, you don't know what that means, but first chair. What a difference. Saxophone. Saxophone. The saxophones, they're the heart of the band. You see drumline, but without the saxophone, without that melody. When someone starts playing the saxophone, you can feel the notes. You can feel the notes. You know, so I just want to go ahead and, I play alto and tenor saxophone. And I want to let you know, I see some mighty marching bucks in here too. Some of y'all in here. You play your bass drum. Young lady back there dance on the dance team. Okay. Yeah, I supported you all as well. I see some of your coaches. I see some coaches. Underwood, I see you. Delta Sigma Theta. Okay. I was in the band. It's a difference between the symphonic band and the marching band. I'm not saying one's better than the other. The marching band, if you miss a note or two, nobody really cares. They want to see performance. But when it comes to a symphonic band, every note is listened to with a different ear. Absolutely. The work that you put in, making sure that you knew each note and played it properly, and then go all the way to Carnegie Hall, a place I've never been to in my life. You get a superior rating. That speaks to what you all did, put the work in. So thank you. And as I close, I want you to remember what it felt like when you got off that bus. It was a long ride going to New York City, wasn't it? Yes. When you got off that bus and looked around, there was a while back, going around that big city. And I want you to know the sky's the limit for you all. We work, we argue, we fight and all that, but it's for your good. We want you to be as good as you can be. And then we want you to come back to Hope County and give back, just like all of us have. So thank you so much for your hard work. I appreciate it.
Give them all a minute. On the behalf of Soil and Water Conservation, I'd like to thank all the ones that participated in the marathon at White Lake. Thank you.
I'd like to say congratulations to all of you. You did an excellent job. You supported Hope County real well, and you made a good showing for Hope County. It's always nice for the rest of the nation to learn about Hope County and find what a good place it was. Now, when I come along, we had nothing but the marching band, but I did play first trombone.
I just like to say, there's not much I could add to what's already been said. Cultural arts is very, very important for the Hope County Board of Education and Hope County. I invite you all on Saturday to the All-County Cultural Arts Fair at Sandy Grove Middle School. The art part starts at 2:30 and the music starts at 5:30, I believe. So you're certainly welcome to come and see what the young people in Hope County can do. And again, congratulations, young people.
Thank you.
She's alone, we have to get you right.
Let me again say congratulations to this band. I played trumpet, but I don't think I had a seat number. Let me thank our superintendent again for his leadership. Let me thank everyone that had anything at all to do with getting these kids to New York. I slept on the same floor with them, and I did not hear them. So talking about well-behaved, they were well-behaved. Not only are we proud of them for their music, I am proud of their conduct in New York. Thank you.
Okay, I would like to say congratulations as well to our students. Thank you for using your God-given talent. Thank you so much. And you will be ever blessed. You two make us proud. And I know you make your parents proud. Thank you so much for what you've done and what I know you will continue to do. About this young man, his name is Pickett. And you know, a lot of people think he's my son. I say, no, he's not my son, but he's one of our precious teachers that we have at the high school. I would gladly claim him as a son. congratulations to him and the outstanding job he has done with our students. Congratulations.
Let me just say, Chairman, to all of the students, congratulations. And one thing I want to just point out that I see at the high school and working there is that when Mr. Pickett calls for these folks to come and they were doing their rehearsal, and sometimes they had to do it during school, some things because they had other professors, I think, that came from colleges and worked with them some. He would always send out an email for those members to come to the band room. And the one thing that was always on there was that these students are responsible for their work. You know, just because they play in the band don't mean that they get their work excused. They have to give that time to rehearse, and then they have to get back to class the next day and catch up on their work. Because without those grades, they can't perform, they can't be part of it. So you deserve a well-given hand for not only for your talent to play, but with your commitment to your education to be able to keep the grades that you need and to do that makeup work. When you get behind, you get in there and you do what you need to do to catch up and to do the things to be a good student at Hope County High School. I thank you, we're proud of you, and may God bless you.
This is history tonight for Hope County. This is history. It goes into the book and archives, be there for years and years to come. Always be there. Tonight, who's the leader of this group? Who's the leader of this group? No, I mean, the student. Among the students. Give me one of the leaders.
I have been a part of this band program since I was in 7th grade, first of all. And since 7th grade, I didn't really think this would happen. So for me to get all the way to my senior year and something this big to happen, it's like, it's truly a blessing, you know? We stressed every night, every day, at school practices, had morning practices, and it was like, it was stressful. But it was really stressful, you know, going over the same thing over and over again. No matter how perfect it was like, but if it was a 99%, if it was a 99 right, you'd be like, okay, well, you got one more, so let's do it again. So we work every day, back to back, recording, learning new stuff, and like, yeah, I'm the leader of this, but I couldn't have done it without them. You know, like, they my backbone. So I know if I gave up, like, I'm giving up on them too. So I just want to thank y'all, you know, because y'all really made this happen. So congratulations.
You mean a female leader who really runs the group. Come on down. You be the female. And this who runs the group, right?
Well, as far as this Carnegie trip, of course, we've had, you know, our trials and tribulations, you know, trying to get there and then coming back and working on things that we could have done better. And of course, it hit home for us because not many things like that happen in Hope County for us. You know, we're the only high school. Of course, we have problems in the high school, but we overcome that and come into the band room and play out our feelings. And we put it in our horns, and we finally got to Carnegie Hall. And of course, it wasn't the ultimate goal. It was getting better. It was getting better and better every single day. And we took that and we took it all the way to New York and we put it on that stage at Carnegie Hall. And of course, it was a really great experience for myself and probably for everybody else in this room. And it was an amazing feeling, and it feels good to just do this for the community and come back and say, hey, we did this. Now, you know, we can inspire anybody else who wants to do the same thing or who wants to do anything better. And of course, we say it, but we do it as well. We say it and we do it. And that's all I got.
We're gonna close. We do have refreshment for you outside. But Ms. Ellen has worked so hard for this band in your past years. So you always tell us that two wrong don't make one right. So you come and speak with this band. You worked very hard to make sure that money was put in the budget and used. So
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
and to the band and everyone, I am just so proud. And I thank God for each and every one of you. And I was a majorette.
Mr. Allen, I'm gonna go ahead and confess. I was never in the band, but I got a country guitar for Christmas one time. And I can say, go Johnny, go anytime y'all want to hear.
Mr. Speaker, we're gonna let you close it out. What do you want to say to us?
Okay, well, it's just like they said, the students worked hard every day. And throughout the process, they had to develop thick skin because I jumped down there and throw for everything. I mean, every little thing, you know, it was, you know, sometimes beforehand we would have problems, people being tardy for class and stuff. And I tell them, you get 1 or 2 tardies, the bell rings at 10:08. You're not inside this door at 10:08, and you're not here more than once. You on the outside looking at you, you know. And so they ended up developing that thick skin, and I watched them grow as musicians all the way. I mean, every day we were on it for 90 minutes straight. You know, sometimes they ended up being late to class because I didn't realize that class was over and I was still going and working on stuff. But I just want to thank them for being able to get their mind mentally prepared to take their musicianship to the next level. I want to thank the parents for sticking with me. You know, sometimes I would call a practice or something at the last minute and have to hear everybody's mouth, but it all paid off. You know? And so then I want to make sure that I thank the staff that's here because they stood behind me the whole time in my vision. And at first, when we first got the invite, everybody kept saying, "No, that's not gonna happen. I'm not going. You know, you wasting your time. Don't even worry about it." And I said, "No, I'm gonna try my best to make it happen." You know, so we ended up going, and Dr. Winston got behind us, and the rest is history. So I just want to thank everybody for the support that they've done, and we are blessed. And like I said, we're going to continue to keep pressing forward.
Only in Hope County. Only in Hope County. This happened tonight. Only in Hope County. So tonight, let's go outside. We're going to take a 5-minute recess. We'll go out, enjoy them for a snack, and we'll continue our meeting. Thank you. Thank you for coming. No, you know.
Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles.
Is it ready? Yes, sir. That's why you play tonight. Yeah, because she's here. Yeah. Where you want right now?
We're gonna call this meeting back to order from a recess of 10 minutes. There's an item that we need to add. That's just check. Do I hear a motion to add the item?
Make a motion to add Cinco soccer field resolution.
What's your second? Nine B. So you tell us what they, all in favor with aye?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, we have a request for a resolution supporting the Cinco Soccer Fest by Ms. I call it Barrera. She's present tonight and asking that we sign this resolution supporting Cinco de Mayo Fest, which is going to be on May the 5th, this Saturday at St. Elizabeth Church. For the public record. I have a copy of the resolution. I can read it for the record if you want me to. Read it. Sure. Okay. Resolution supporting the Cinco Soccer Fest. Whereas May 5th, Cinco de Mayo in Spanish is celebrated each year as a date imported by the Mexican and Mexican American communities. Whereas the Cinco de Mayo holiday commemorates May 5th, 1862, the day on which Mexicans defeated the French at the Battle of Puebla, one of the many battles that Mexicans won in their long and brave fight for independence, freedom, and democracy. Whereas Cinco de Mayo serves as a reminder that the foundation of the United States was built by individuals from many countries and diverse cultures who were willing to fight and die for freedom. Whereas members of the Second Lions Football Club, Interfaith Soccer League, and St. Elizabeth Catholic Church will be hosting the first annual Cinco de Mayo Festival, also called the Cinco Soccer Fest, on Saturday, May 6th, from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. in the fairgrounds of St. Elizabeth Catholic Church, located at 6199 Fayetteville Road in Rachel, North Carolina. Whereas Cinco Soccer Fest is being organized to celebrate the history and diverse cultures of the people in Hope County and our neighboring communities, while bringing awareness and growth to the community. Now, therefore, the Hope County Board of Commissioners, who wish to express their support to the first annual Cinco de Mayo Festival and their appreciation to the host and sponsors of the event, adopted this the first day of May 2017. James Leach, Chairman; Harry Sutherland, Vice Chair; Tony Hunt, Commissioner; Robert Wright, Commissioner; Alan Thomas Jr., Commissioner; attested by Gwen McGugan, Clerk to the board.
Y'all have motion to approve the resolution. A second. Motion second to approve the resolution. All right, now consider. All in favor with aye?
Aye.
Opposed, I have that position. You get to stand with us. Get the kids out here. Here, come with us. We worked too hard for this for you, Senator. That's terrible. Tonight is very honor for us to present this to you to show that Hope County is a great place to live. Great time tonight. And be a long time. We want to look up to
Absolutely. Thank you. But we just I just want to tell everybody in Hope County that I greatly appreciate this. The county commissioners, especially Mr. Sutherland, like I bothered him for like a year and a half. And I know he was like really tired of seeing me. I know the same thing with you, Commissioner Leach, and all the board members. Thank you again for taking the time to honor a Latino Day in our community. And we're going to show and grow and, you know, build a bridge that we have here between all our cultures and all our neighbors here in the county. So thank you.
We want to build that bridge.
Yeah.
Early on, I think you need a donation.
Yes.
And I think he talked about giving it to you. I don't want him to get it.
Let me tell you about our chairman. First of all, we all of our commissioners and our staff, we love Hope County. You know, it's a beautiful place, and we are an integrated county. You know, we love everybody in that county. And so we want to support, and we want to show our support publicly and on record that we support everybody in our county. Second thing is, we want to give you some type of financial donation. Now, from a legal standpoint, I think the chairman was saying earlier that we may can't do it through our county budget. But we certainly go in our pocket and donate something to you, because I know you was telling me that some of the things y'all was doing for Saturday, y'all need some fun for that. Yes. You know. So, Chairman, you tell us what you need to do. You our lead, so we're gonna follow your leadership.
I think that this board need to give you $250.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Now, I almost said 5.
I want to be generous. I want to be nice.
We're gonna give you that before you leave.
Okay.
Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm a hard.
That's right.
How much out of fees?
That's 50 a piece. I'm getting early right now. What that gonna do right now?
And I certainly appreciate it.
Up to 18.
18. I got 5 grandchildren.
I've got money. And you're 50.
Okay, that's me. He's going to.
I have to get my check.
We're gonna raise it to $300. Hold on. Hey, we go now. Hey, county attorney.
At 350. And still counting. Still coming 350.
We got the city of Mason in here. No, I already had.
Don't leave. Thank you so much. Y'all got Dennis Reed.
He's the city manager, just so you know.
That's what they just said. That's what they just said.
Cause you back there, when you call it.
Huh?
Hey, call it.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, you got to check.
When you call Cook?
Yes, I need that.
Let's go, go.
I can't pronounce it really. I can't do it, Jose. I can't pronounce it.
It's Lanya.
See, but it's not.
Lanya.
I didn't know who to make it out to, so you make it out there.
I said make it out.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Manager reports next, Bobby. Yes. Manager report, Tish, what you got?
More the money from Jonathan.
You don't know it yet, he gonna pay it. He was laying quiet over there. What's the report, Tish?
We have set the date for the splash pads. So everyone can write this down. The date that the splash pad, the grand opening is for May 20th. That is a Saturday. It is from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We will be serving refreshments. That is the official day of the opening. So it will go out on the radio. We will put an ad in the paper and it will go out and we will make sure that everyone knows and we'll get invitations to all of you so that you know the date and everything that's going out. We are currently working on budgets, so we will have that ready soon, and we will be meeting with departments and trying to set that for all the departments that has any issues with anything that they put into the system. Finance and I are working on that right now. That is all I have for you right now.
Okay, we have 2 closed sessions.
Yes, we have 3 actually.
Mr. Chairman, before we go into closed session, 2 things I want to talk about. You know, you and I kind of discussed as a board, we did talk about hiring a finance director and an HR director, and you want to look at possible cases. You want to do that at this meeting? What's next?
We need to go ahead and schedule that. Let's go ahead and schedule. We need to get that started. Yeah. Look at your calendar for May. We need to give notice to those we're going to interview at least a week. So the week of the 22nd. Let's get 2 days, one for HR, one for finance director. Which 2 days, the week of the 22nd?
Yeah, we got the 22nd.
The week of the 22nd.
Wednesday, Thursday. There you go.
So it has
The 24th.
So about Wednesday, Thursday?
Wednesday or Thursday? How about Monday, Tuesday?
Monday and Tuesday.
Monday, Tuesday, good?
I'm gonna be a little late though. That's fine. I can be a little late.
Why don't we start in there?
That's fine with me.
I can make it.
Let's start the 22nd and the 23rd at 1 p.m.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. I can do that.
On both days.
Both days. So just go ahead and reach out to those.
Okay.
Put out place for HR and for, but give us a package.
I will.
Let's set the first one at 1:30. Let us be here at 1 o'clock. Get our questions. So we can ask everybody the same questions and each one will have a clear
Just
opportunity.
like, okay,
Sounds
just like
good.
always.
Sounds
Okay.
good to me?
Sounds good.
We'll do.
Sounds good. We'll do HR one day, we'll do the finance officer next day, Tish.
Okay.
You have a preference which day you want to do which.
I would rather do your finance director on the 23rd and your HR director on the 22nd.
That'd be fun. Let's set them, let's do them, let's see what's out there. Everybody good with that?
Yes, sir.
Sounds good.
Just make sure as you call them, let them know why this is important for us to try to put them on that thing.
Okay, we'll do.
Give us a package of all of the application. After you select those, we're gonna call for interview.
You want them all?
Yeah, give each board member a copy of all.
How many are you picking the interview?
I would probably try to pick you the top 5 to interview.
Maybe 6 in case one can't make it.
Okay,
Let's try 6.
I can do that.
All right. And
Yes, sir.
the other thing I want to talk about is when we was recognizing the symphonic band, I forgot to recognize the newspaper for such a good article they did on the band.
All right. All right.
They actually did a great article. I want to mention that in front of them, but I skipped my mind because we were celebrating so much. But you guys did an excellent job on recognizing the band. I want to thank you.
Tell them guys, that's not gonna
It's true, Dennis.
Thank you, thank you. Yo, they do a good job, Captain.
It
Thank
is.
you,
It
sir.
was a good job. Good article.
Very good job.
They make everybody look good.
Yeah.
That's right.
And let Ken know we said that. Tell Ken that I am. Okay, we need three closed sessions. Ms. Tommy, you read them?
Move the board of commissioners go into closed session to discuss personnel, and also discuss expansion of a business pursuant to General Statute 143-318, and also to consult with the attorney retained by the board in order to preserve attorney-client privilege pursuant to 143-318.
Okay, let's start with personnel. Yeah, take us about a minute.
Yes.
I'm good? Okay, we good. We back up into open session. I have a motion from the board. I'd like to make a motion to adjourn. Second, the motion second is board adjourned. All right, time to sit off everyone. Aye. Folks, I had it.
All right.
Thank you, Candace.
Thank you, Candace.
You're welcome.